We asked Dr. Bodden his opinion on the condition of James Anderson's body when it was found in the burned car.
A body burning can cause fractures of the skull that look like a bullet hole that aren't bullet holes. And my understanding is that autopsies were done at the time, so if a person was shot once or twice in the head and they do an autopsy because they're concerned about the cause of death, they should have been able to find evidence of a bullet wound even if the body was charred and burned afterwards.
Is it possible that you could have two bullet holes to the skull, the first one apparently not effective suicide, obviously
right.
That would have to be, and the second one of course being the fatal shot?
Yes, it could be, but then you should expect to find the gun, the weapon, right at the site. If there's no weapon at the site, meaning somebody took it away, that makes it more concerned that it's a homicide rather than a suicide.
The official report from Operation Paget found that James Anderson was not involved with any security agencies, and he was not part of a plot to kill the princess. The report does state, however, that Anderson did own a white Fiat Uno in the summer of 1997, but it says that Anderson was nowhere near the tunnel at the time of the crash. The report also concludes that Anderson committed suicide and was not murdered. There's another lingering question about that night. Princess Diana was embalmed right after she was pronounced dead. Mohammed Al-Fayed says the embalming was done to stop her pregnancy from becoming public.
When she arrived, I found that they embalmed her. My father, how can? Because they don't want to prove that she was pregnant. They took all her guts. Is someone flying for 45 minutes from Paris to London? And it is a crime, committed crime, to embalm a person before they go to see the coroner and see do all the autopsy for her.
And the French just agreed to it because the British ambassador said, do this?
Yeah, that's just, cover-up, again, part of the cover-ups.
So,
because they know this is going to be a scandal, they know that she was pregnant.
Operation Paget examined the reason why Princess Diana was embalmed immediately after she was pronounced dead. The inquiry found that it was done to preserve her appearance and her body as much as possible before her body was transported to London. We have much more in a moment. What really happened on August 31st, 1997 in the Alma Tunnel in Paris? To this very day, Dodi's father, Mohammed Al-Fayed, is still searching for answers. When he lost his son, he lost a part of himself. But has his heartache caused him to seek answers that just aren't there? Is he probing into a world of conspiracy and corruption to help explain the simply unexplainable? Since the accident, the world has searched for answers about that accident. The official report, Operation Paget, was published in December of 2006.
I have no doubt that speculation as to what happened that night will continue. And there are some matters, as in many other investigations, about which we will never find a definitive answer. However, I do not believe that any evidence currently exists that can substantiate the allegation of conspiracy to murder.
Operation Paget may be concluded, but the British inquest into that night is not over. The British inquest with jury will begin in October, and it will be the decision of a jury to determine who, if anyone, is at fault for the death of Princess Diana, Dodi Al-Fayed, and Henri Paul. This inquiry may finally give answers and comfort to those still searching for an explanation. Most of all, it may be the final chapter in a long and confusing decade of unanswered questions since that August night in 1997. I'm Greta Van Susteren. Thanks for joining us. Good night.